Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of A Pretty Little Podcast. I'm Allie, Violet Vixen Commissaro, and as you can see, I got my podcaster in crime back.
Hi guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back. We're so excited for this week.
Join us tonight as we sit down with Platinum Moon. This band is making waves with their infectious tunes and magnetic stage presence. Tonight, we uncover the inspiration behind their music, stories from their journey, and what's next on the horizon for this dynamic band. Please welcome Platinum Moon.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey.
How's it going?
What's up? How you guys doing tonight?
We're good.
Great.
Yeah.
So let's hop right in. So what initially sparked your interest to create music, and how did the band come together?
I think we all took our own little separate journeys of getting inspired with music. Joseph and Anton are classically trained. You know, they've been doing it for like such a long time.
And they're brothers.
And they're
We are brothers.
I got into music at like a very young age. I went to like rock camps instead of like normal camps. So that definitely brought it out in me. You guys can talk about you.
Yeah. I grew up in music. I grew up as a band kid. So I also did a lot of like the commercial the classical percussion stuff. And then I was taking like drum set lessons as a kid as well, and just like have just been playing forever.
Oh, you guys are really dynamic.
And so I always loved music my whole life since I existed. I was always just a major music fan, but I never actually played an instrument or had any involvement with music whatsoever until I was 15. I never even considered playing an instrument. I just didn't think it was for me. And then I started playing bass, and then I kind of fell in love with bass, and then I never stopped. So I play bass, and that's my story.
Joseph?
I started, I think, when I was 4 on the piano, and I was also classically trained. And then since then, I've kind of shifted to other instruments as well. So like with Platinum Moon, I will play on occasion rhythm guitar as well.
Now, how do you guys feel that all your different backgrounds have influenced your music?
I think it definitely created a very unique sound. Like we get comments a lot about our music that are like, "Oh, this is classic rock influence, but also modern, but also I hear this and I hear this." And I don't know, it feels good to know that people hear a bit of each of us within our music.
Yeah.
So if you had to give 3 words, and I'll give each of you an opportunity because you guys are pretty fun and have a lot going. What would you say 3 words to describe Platinum Moon?
Chaotic,
Loud.
energetic.
Yeah. Energy, I was thinking.
Yeah. I knew you would say that. I don't know. Does anybody have any different words? I would choose those 3.
Those are the 3 words.
Yeah. Chaos, energy, loud.
And not just in the musical sense. We're just loud people.
It's loud chaos. Yeah. There we go.
Now, what genre do you guys kind of call yourselves?
I've been calling it energetic modern rock.
Yeah, it's a lot of rock. We have some pop influence in there. We have a lot of different influences, so it's kind of hard to just say like this is our genre. But generally, to sum it up, what is our concert like? What is our vibe? It's very energetic, kind of modern rock.
Yeah.
We put our own thing on it.
Modern rock with like a strong like classic influence.
Yeah.
So who are some of the bands or genres that have inspired you?
We all have.
We all have very different
Many
answers.
Different taste.
So like for me, it's I listen to a lot of heavier music. So like I'll listen to a lot of I Prevail, and like 3 Days Grace and stuff like that. But then I also grew up like listening to Alt Nation and all of the alt world too. So I'm kind of everywhere, but definitely lots of hard rock.
And for me, so I grew up mainly listening to kind of like Tower of Power, Sly and the Family Stone, Earth, Wind, and Fire type music, and that's still kind of a lot of what I listen to. And then as time moved on, I discovered Led Zeppelin, as you do, and that was kind of my first kind of big entry into the rock world. And since then, it's been like a really big mix of kind of pop nowadays, like Remy Wolf and Clairo, and just a lot of. I really love all kinds of music. I love bass, and bass is all over the place. So it's like I kind of love everything. But
Who are some of your favorite bass players? Because there's so many incredible bass players out there.
Yeah, so my favorite bass players, in no real order, I'd say are Chuck Rainey, Pino Palladino, Marcus Miller. There are a lot. I could keep going, but time is limited. And
last added song to playlist.
Last added song to playlist.
Yeah. What's your last added song?
My last added song to playlist, I'd say is. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I'd say Juna by Clairo.
I love Clairo. She's really killing it on the soft girl.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes. I'm like, chef's kisses.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Has anybody else added anything good lately?
I like got obsessed with Nothing But Thieves recently. But.
Okay.
So, what inspired the band name Platinum Moon?
That's a good question.
In all honesty, we were like shuffling through a bunch of random words that we liked. We landed on platinum, and we were like, "Oh, what goes with that?" And we shuffled through a bunch of words, and we kind of took a vote on what we thought was best. I lost, but we ended up with Platinum Moon, and people seem to like it. Yeah.
It's a really good name. Like,
it really is. It's very visual. Like, you see it. Like when I see Platinum Moon, I think of like a stark, like, a platinum moon.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to see you guys live, and I really didn't know what to expect because I follow you on TikTok, so I see your personalities, and then like I hear your music, and to see you live with the music, it was just an experience. Like even my son was all about it. Have my t-shirt on.
Yeah.
No way. Thank you.
Well, we're glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had so much fun. And I love the fact that you were with basically all metalcore bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got up there. And I love the fact that you had all of those metalcore fans dancing. You got them all dancing.
Yeah.
Eva, you got up there and literally called them all out. She's like, please don't make me dance by myself. And I saw grown men like getting up, like it wasn't great dancing, but hey, to each their own. But I loved it. It was so fun in the middle of Love Drops.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So what was the first concert that you guys went to?
like first concert that we would say like represents us now, or like
your first concert that you ever went to?
I went to Aaron Carter, baby, and I was hyped about it. Aaron Carter, Jesse McCartney. That was my first concert.
I think my first concert, this is embarrassing, was Victoria Justice because my cousin wanted to go, and I was like, okay.
How old were you?
Very young. I don't remember. Like that was like my very first concert though.
That is not embarrassing at all.
Does anybody else have a fun first concert that they went to?
I don't know.
I mean, mine is my parents took me to see Muse when I was.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, that's like a good concert.
I have lots of cool like young concert stories because my parents were crazy and just took me to every concert that they ever went to.
Did they get you the big like
No,
headphones?
no.
Oh, no, so you
We're
just don't
dumb.
hear
They
anything.
let me sit in front of subwoofers with no earplugs.
My mom did take me to a lot of concerts, but like I didn't totally appreciate all the concerts that she was taking me to. Like the first concert that I went to without the parents that like I got the full experience was definitely No Doubt.
That's fun.
Yeah.
And it was so much energy and I loved it. But so can you tell us a little bit about your latest single?
Yes.
Yeah, we've been very excited about our single is called "We Need Therapy," and it's basically like a funny way of just saying we're all a little messed up. We all have our own little problems that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And you know, we just wanted it to be like a relatable song that people could, you know, scream in the car, you know, some like anthemic, hyper positive vibe, you know.
It's definitely more on the pop vibe in terms of like our catalog of songs we've released, but yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah, it's kind of what the song needed. Like we wanted it to be more rock, but we were like, no, it needs to be contemporary because that's what the song calls for.
Yeah.
So how did fans take to it?
Actually, pretty well.
They seem to really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all of your music is very different. Like you don't sound the same throughout each song. So I imagine that you get all sorts of wild reactions from your fans when you produce a new song.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. It's fun. I mean, I feel like at this point, fans who have been listening to us for a while are kind of used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like the people who are fans of us now are fans of us partially because they don't really know what to expect when we release a new song. Because I feel like we dip into kind of a lot of different vibes, but I feel like it's all kind of within the same really broad spectrum of like what Platinum Moon is.
Yeah.
So I think it's really fun because we never get bored when it comes to writing new music because there's no like, oh, this is outside of our sound, we can't do this. We're always like, if we like it.
Yeah.
You guys aren't afraid to experiment.
Now, could you kind of walk us through a typical songwriting process?
Yeah. I mean, I say we do a lot of writing parts on our own, and we really just bring them together into one big writing session, like old school band vibes, you know, like we bring them together
sit
and
in a circle. And
Yeah, we literally
yell at each other
for like hours.
Things.
we just like go around in a circle and pitch like our own ideas that we've thought of.
Yeah.
And then usually something like sticks out to someone else. And like, oh, what if we like expand on that? And then certain ideas we like more. And usually a song turns out better if it's like a more spontaneous thing rather than like forcing it out.
Yeah.
So
and we usually tend to like on ideas, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Like if someone might come up with an idea and we'll all like it. So it's nice when that happens because that's when you get a good song.
Yeah, so many other bands now, they live so far from each other that they send each other like pieces of what they're working on. It's nice to see that you guys sit around and talk it out.
Yeah, we definitely love to write together.
Yeah.
And we definitely do a lot of the other thing as well, where we have to send stuff to each other sometimes. But
yeah, when we have to do it, we do it to get stuff done.
Yeah.
And we
We're
enjoy
always-
it the most when we're together.
We're always continuously just like writing stuff in our head.
Yeah.
So like once we get to that point, we're like, all right, let's do a writing session. We have like so many ideas to just like, go around and pitch. So yeah.
So can you give us any like little behind the scenes moments from the recording studio?
I mean, like anything notable, honestly,
Anything that's happened while you're in the recording studio? 'Cause you guys are fun. I feel like you guys have moments and you probably catch them in your songs.
Snacking Anton.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on one of the songs that we recorded a little while ago, still unreleased, we're still, putting some work into it. The main spoiler is that it has a violin solo in the end. And we were in the studio, I think for like 10 hours.
No.
8? What?
A long time.
A long time.
A long time.
We were there for a really long time, and we were on our last hour, and it was our last day in the studio, so we had to load everything out that night.
Yeah, we have to finish this.
And the last thing we were doing, it was one day, one song, and we were doing the violin solo, and it was the last thing we were doing, but time was running out, so we had Anton record the solo as we were packing things out of the studio, and we did like so many takes, and in between takes, I'd grab Anton and I'd smack him in the face to like recenter himself because I didn't want him to get into like his head so much.
I need motivation.
Yeah.
I needed motivation. Like he wasn't moving fast enough, and I kept smacking him, and I was like, "You need to do this. Like, do it now."
I didn't have a part. I was just like making shit up on the spot.
Yeah. So then after a couple smackdowns, we got a really sick violin solo take.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And that was with like 10 minutes left.
So, moral of the story: beat up your band.
Yeah.
Your band member.
Yeah.
It's semi-consensual.
So what would you say has been your most memorable performance so far?
I would say Live at 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
So last summer we opened for All Time Low at this music festival in Connecticut.
Yeah, Stanford.
In Stamford, Connecticut. We had direct support. We had an hour-long set, and it was just like the best time.
Yeah.
We got to hang out with them a little after. They were really nice guys. Super, super great crowd. Big stage, whole 9 yards. Sun setting. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Joseph, do you have another one that you like that sticks out to you?
I think another good one was the Pleasantville Music Festival.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Where we were one of the bands that opened for Ambassadors, and that was really fun.
Yeah.
So you guys like the bigger festival vibes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. We definitely have had shows where like,
I love intimate venues.
yeah, like we had we did a house show once where we like genuinely like filled the house, and
it's all about the crowd. Like the
It
crowd has
is.
to be like
yeah.
into it. As
Yeah.
long as the crowd is like insane, it's a
We'll
good
play
show.
anywhere. We'll play in an alleyway, Madison Square Garden.
But we played in a living room. That was fun.
We did play in the living room. That was really fun. Yeah.
Everyone was just like insane.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, what is your favorite song to perform?
Okay. My favorite song that we've written is different than my favorite song to perform. I really like performing our song Blacked Out because first of all, it showcases him as a bass player, but it showcases Joseph as a keyboard player. Incredible. Like both of them are incredible musicians. And then on top of that, it's just danceable, exciting, like from every angle. We have like this fun moment where we just all jump together during Joseph's solo. And it always seems to really excite the crowd.
Yeah.
So I'd say performance wise, for me at least, it's that song.
Yeah. I did.
So what I said a little bit from your show, but what do you feel that fans can expect when they come to see Platinum perform?
Like, okay.
Like high energy, definitely.
Definitely high energy. A little bit of goofing around.
Yeah.
Loud drums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ethan hits hard, and that's it.
Yeah,
He hits hard. He does not get quieter, but that's why we love him.
No, you're not.
But only in the right spots.
Let's be honest.
Only in the right spots.
Just like an exciting, interactive,
Yeah.
energetic show.
Yeah, our fans are members of Platinum Moon when we're on stage. That's how we think about it.
Yeah.
They're there with us. We're there with them. It's a two-way street.
They can't sing harmonies, so I need the crowd to sing with me.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any pre-show routines or rituals?
Yes, we do. Does anyone want to tell them something?
Yeah.
Okay. We have this mat that goes under a pedal board. And
it's like a bath mat.
It's like a
bath mat.
We have no purpose for it because we never actually use it on stage anymore.
So it was for it not to slide, right?
Yeah.
At some point.
Okay.
And now it's like we don't care about it. So all we do is we throw it on the floor. We go step on it, and we just step on the mat.
Yeah.
That is our ritual.
Like we keep it in the car for no reason.
We bring it everywhere.
Who started it?
I don't know.
I feel like
It was probably me. I don't know.
we were
I
like,
think it's like
this
a
thing is
collective-
ugly.
yeah.
This thing is ugly. Step on it or
It's
something like that.
This has been
It's
going-
obviously working. It's obviously working for you guys.
Shout out to the bath mat. The only thing keeping this band together.
Yeah.
So
Part
can you
through.
share a memorable moment that you've had with a fan? Fan interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cake.
at one of our shows this summer, a fan actually went out of her way to bake me a cake.
Oh wow!
And I say me because I have celiac disease, so I can't have any gluten. I can't have any cross contamination. And she baked a gluten-free cake. She was gonna get like something else, but she was like, "But this is what I had time to do." And then she handed it to me, and I was like, "This is so kind," because I can't eat anything anywhere, especially on tour. And then on top of that, like she gave us a little like dice, like a musical like themed dice, really sweet. But she just went above and beyond. Like we were supposed to put on a show for
It was
her,
really
and she
cute.
showed up with a cake, and I was like, the sweetest person ever.
No. Another one of our fans gave us all friendship bracelets with our names on them.
Oh, that's so cute.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Now, do you run into a lot of fans that know you from TikTok?
Yes. Social media is the platform that kind of spread our name.
Yeah, a lot of people.
What's like the number one thing that people run up to you like talking about? As far as your posts, because I know that you like play with the fruits.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say Led Zeppelin because the very first video that most people found us from was a video where I sing Black Dog and Ethan plays drums on it, and it's comedic and it's cute and funny, and that's where most people found us in the first place. And that video not only like spread from us posting it, but from like strangers just posting it everywhere. So I would say that's the most common thing we hear.
Now, I know with the fruit, like when you were playing the Carrots, like I know the song that you were playing, like it ended up getting copyrighted or whatever, or like you couldn't really use it for what you wanted to. But do you plan on using that for any of Platinum Moon's songs?
No. It was so technically it was to sponsor the little machine that I was using. That was something that they gave to us to sponsor their product. After the first video, they didn't ask us to continue sponsoring it. So in the next video, I just kind of did like, because there were two of them, I kind of just did the same thing just to see if people still enjoyed it. But I didn't mention the products because I was like, oh, they don't want us to.
Yeah.
They missed out because I posted that on my story and I had people like reaching out to me. They're like, you gotta get them to do it on the show. I was like, I can't harass them. Like, but people were just loving it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only thing that she talked about for like a whole week. You gotta see the vegetables. I was like, all right, chill, Allie. She's so excited about it. I was like, amazing.
It's so fun. Like, I mean, I don't know. I love it.
Oh, we do too. I think
Yeah,
it's fun.
no, it's funny.
Not everyone can play Thunderstruck on carrots. All right.
No,
That's a talent.
yeah.
Now, does it get hard for you? I'm trying to build my TikTok right now, and I'm like, I think I'm like 30 short of 5,000. Do you guys find it hard to come up with like new things to be creative in your posts?
Sometimes I would say a lot of it is like us naturally just reacting to our environment, to each other, and we're happy that people respond well to that. Sometimes it's like, oh, I want to keep the algorithm going just to maintain what we've built. So I think that's the most frustrating part.
It's when you feel like you have to.
Yes.
You want to. I always say how you succeed in anything is that you make the content you want to see, the music you want to hear, the photos you want to look at. You have to, you can't make it for anybody else. You have to make it for yourself, because if you make it for yourself, you make the things you want to see, the music you want to listen to, that's when other people will recognize your greatness because you recognize your greatness, you know?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you definitely do things differently on TikTok. Like I've noticed like other bands, they're constantly pushing their music. And it's like just clips of their music like over and over again. You guys more highlight your personalities and let the fans kind of get to know you more than the average band.
Yeah. We definitely have been trying to push our original stuff a little bit more, but we don't want to get rid of that side of it because it's important to be personal with your audience, and
we want to be friends with all our fans.
Yeah, our friends are really cool. We want to be friends.
So what can fans expect from new music? Like what's inspiring you right now?
I would say like you guys can.
They should expect to only want to listen to our music on repeat forever because it's so awesome. It is. I mean, I like it. We're kind of like getting closer to kind of figuring out what our weird mixed vibe is. It's a whole lot of everything. I don't really know.
Yeah, you can tell us.
We're trying to center our music around the sound of our biggest song right now is called Lockdown Energy. We've been trying to center a lot of our music somewhat around that, while still incorporating new fun things. So like, for example, we do have a song that we've been teasing online with like a violin, like Toby mentioned before. So things like that are really exciting. I've been recently inspired by the Struts a lot. So
Great band.
So I don't know, any vibe like that.
Yeah, we've been writing a lot recently.
A lot. Yeah, we got into a good flow state of writing.
We were pumping out songs.
Yeah, we're just
and
like
we had to go to the studio and record them.
Yeah.
So, not an album.
Yes.
Now, do you guys have like a schedule of when you like kind of want to release songs, or do you just kind of release them when you feel like it?
So when they're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, we in the earlier stages when we're writing and recording, we really just focus on is this a good product? Do we like the direction it's moving in? And once we start getting really confident that like this is gonna be ready soon, or it is ready, then that's when we start kind of thinking of, okay, what month are we thinking? When are we thinking? Because we try to not rush the process, because you can't rush art, and if you do,
we're still
okay.
we're still continuously writing and recording,
Yeah.
figuring out like what songs we would want to put on a new album.
Yeah, we have songs that are like 2 years old now.
Yeah,
that are
we have songs that have been sitting for a while.
Yeah, ready for the right time.
Yeah, we want to put out like a really good record.
Yeah.
I think I watch your TikTok so much. My dog literally was under me barking to come up. She heard you guys. So can you plug some of the shows that you have coming up?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is gonna get this show is gonna get released a little after some of our next 2 shows.
Yeah,
I believe
is getting released on Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday.
Yeah. So
it's just math.
Yeah. So we're gonna be playing the Woodstock Music Festival in Marlborough, New York, on August 2nd.
Yes.
It's and then the end of August shows.
Yeah.
End of August, we are supporting Liliac on 2 shows. The 30th is in Richmond, Virginia, and 31st is in Reading, Pennsylvania. Jake's Yomi is soda.
Do you guys say them so much you can say them together?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're super excited about our performance at Woodstock.
Yeah.
In particular.
That's like one of our all-time favorite music
we've
festivals.
been to music Woodstock. This is I think our 4th
This is our fourth
time.
Yeah.
We come back a lot every year. They ask us, and we're like, of course. It's like the most fun, insane thing ever. It's basically like Woodstock. It's in the woods in the middle of upstate New York.
Yeah.
And
that's fun.
It's just wild.
Like a great time. Do they camp?
Fire and
people camp. And
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're extremely excited to play with Liliac. By the way, it's just this is like almost a tradition for us at this point.
We look forward to this show every single year.
Yeah, the day after Woodstock, we are looking forward to Woodstock the next year.
Oh, that's great. So, what is the next milestone that you're trying to reach as far as in the future? Because I mean, you guys are up there as far as like YouTube and all the different like milestones on there. Like my son said, after 150, you supposedly get a play button.
We did get
one. It's cute.
I promised him I'd ask about the play button.
On the wall.
Yeah.
I would say we don't have any like we have a number of different goals that we want to reach. They're all just different forms of growing. You know, as a band, touring and writing with new amazing artists, I think is one of our priorities.
Yeah.
Like, we just want to work with more amazing musicians, learn from them, and get to experience.
Who are some people that you'd like to collab with?
The Struts.
Paramore.
I love the Struts. I saw them like a decade ago, and he did like, it was my friend was like, "You want to go to this with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." I had never listened to them before. When I'm telling you performance, I was like blown away. He's in like, it was like it looked like a bearded dragon, like doing the whole thing. Gold pants, baby. It was great. It was a great time.
Elton John, Freddie Mercury vibes.
Yes.
I would say anybody else we would want to perform with would be like Hailstorm, Dorothy, Greta Van Fleet. Just artists in that like, just that like empowering rock.
Yeah.
Would you team up with people? I know a lot of people are collabing on TikTok and doing like duets back and forth. Would you ever consider doing that sort of thing?
Yeah, if the opportunity were to arise, yeah.
So as far as where fans can kind of connect with you, like you're on so many of the social medias, what's your favorite?
Instagram.
Yeah. We like Instagram. We check our DMs. We respond.
Yeah.
It's like consistent. It's not like TikTok where it's like, oh, this video blew up and now the next few videos like suck. Yeah, it's a consistent flow of we know will range from like 2,000 to 5,000 and then maybe something will blow up, like the algorithm is never harsh to you. It shows your fans what you do. It doesn't just hide it. Like
it feels more personal, I feel like.
Yeah.
How was it to build such a following and have so many people want to get to know you and like what you're posting?
Hard. I will say that I social media can be very difficult to keep up with because you're constantly trying to maintain what you've built. And if you make like I like this picture, but these people don't like this picture. Should I worry about that? Should I worry about the likes that are here? Should I think about will a label think that that's a negative thing? So it's a lot of overthinking and stress for no reason, absolutely no reason, because the whole reason we do this is to promote our work, because that's what matters.
You're constantly like, I have to post. I think of new things to post.
Yeah, there's never enough for social media.
Yeah. So it's hard on the work end, but getting to know new people, messaging them, that's the best part.
Yeah, that's priceless.
Yes.
Now, did it move? Because I started following you probably 2 years ago. So did it move quickly for you? Because everything had kind of taken off already. You guys already kind of had a following. So was that something that was kind of built over time, or did you kind of have that happen overnight?
Built over time, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like we've had some videos that kind of shot up.
Our followers a lot, but
but
in general,
pretty
over time.
Yeah, I definitely have to say I fought the whole content creator for so long. I was like, no. And finally I gave in. It's exhausting. It's exhausting putting out the videos every day and just coming up with new things. Like I feel almost right now, because I'm trying to reach a goal, like they're not like as that the other ones have. So are there any things that you guys kind of do when you get in like a slump and want to get motivated?
I get up and do something else.
That's what I do.
It's good to take your mind off things sometimes.
I like to if I can get everybody up, that's great. If I can get myself up, great. Let's go for a walk. Let's get food. Like I can't sit in one place and just do nothing. It's really frustrating to me.
Once you hit like a brick wall, jeez. Once you hit a brick wall, you kind of just have to stop and just
give it a minute.
Yeah, just chill, come back to it.
Yeah,
you'll come back with a new idea and mindset or whatever. So,
and we can find all your music on Spotify. You're on Apple Music. Where else can fans look?
the platform.
Anywhere.
Yeah,
Everywhere you listen to
anywhere.
music. Anywhere.
Apple
Amazon-
Music, Amazon, Tidal,
Amazon,
Deezer.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Deezer, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Big on Deezer.
And lastly, when are you coming back to PA? Because I can't wait to see you guys again. The energy was so much fun, like I said.
So
August 31st.
Yes.
Reading.
Yes.
In Reading.
Oh, nice.
That's our only scheduled gig in Pennsylvania.
But we do happen to love the Bastard Bearded Irishmen, who are based in Pittsburgh, and we love playing with them. So hopefully something with them as well.
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
And real quick before we get off, I just want you to go over where you'll be in the next couple shows, just for listeners, so it's fresh in their head.
Yeah.
So August 2nd, Woodstock Music Festival
In Marlboro,
New York. It's like upstate New York. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Use code MOON for discounted tickets. MOON in all caps.
Yep.
There you go. Okay. And then
All your info's going along the bottom in the band.
Awesome. And all tickets and everything can be found on our
on our
website.
PlatinumBand.com.
PlatinumBand.com/store.
I got really good at saying that.
Everything is on there.
Yeah.
One-stop shopping.
August 30th, Richmond, Virginia, supporting Liliac. August 31st, Reading, Pennsylvania, supporting Liliac. That's what we got so far. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come on tonight. I was so excited for you guys to come on. Like my producer too, like Jesse, we had so much fun making the little videos, and the fans, they just love you. I mean, like I said, I got so many messages about you guys and how fun you are, and mostly about your personalities, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I just love you guys so much. And
So much.
where will you be when you're in Reading? Real quick.
Crap. What is it called? Echo. Is that it? Really? Look it up.
Real
The
quick.
specific venue.
Calendar speed run. Reverb.
Reverb.
Which is
Reverb Nightclub, I think it's called.
1402 North 9th Street, Reading,
Very
Pennsylvania.
familiar with Reverb. Well, thank you so much, and I will definitely try to get out to that show because you guys are amazing. And for all of our listeners, if you haven't seen Platinum Moon or you don't follow them, please go on now, look them up. Platinum Moon, they're on every single site. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Amazing.
They are so fun.
They really are.
Like, I mean, the energy. I'm talking, Jesse. There was like mosh pits going on before and after their performance. And they got on and they're very like high energy.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like grown men, like, oh, I mean, it was all ages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they even had a bunch of kids there. I mean, all of them were just bopping.
I love that. That's so exciting. And
Yeah, it was just like a whole energy that they brought, and they just lit it up. And like even my friends, like, were they metalcore? Like, I didn't feel like they were. I was like, no, they're definitely not metalcore. But I love how Nick Myers like does that. He slides in that one band that is not particularly like the others, but works.
Yeah, it's the palate cleanser.
Definitely. So kudos to Nick. And I was so excited to have them on, and it's kind of going to be a bummer because I don't get to post their like cute story videos after it airs, but it is what it is. And I loved having them on. And I loved having you back in studio.
Yes, here I am.
I miss you. Like when I'm doing when I'm doing stuff with American Mosh Pits or I'm doing something with someone else, I'm like, this is so fun, but I miss my Jessie sometimes.
I get it. I miss being here, guys. Welcome back.
Oh, and we also.
I was gonna say, what is going on back here? You have your new.
Well, this is for Platinum Moon.
Okay.
Vic did the little bear and the balloons.
So good. I love every week I have to take a peek at what you got going back because it's ever changing.
And if you want to meet him and meet Jeff Brennan, he will be up at Vic's studio on August 24th.
Cool. Excellent.
So he'll be signing stuff and he'll have like a whole setup of his artwork and everything. It was pretty cool because he just posted on, I think it was Facebook, because he went to that Office Con.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was in so many pictures at Office Con and like linked to it. Google actually linked him to the office. So all of his stuff like has skyrocketed.
That's so funny.
But such a good human being, and we're such big fans. I actually found a Courage t-shirt. I was so excited. I was walking through Target.
I love Target. I'm a huge fan of Target.
They had Courage.
I think Target's really upped their t-shirt game. I also feel like, I don't know, their shoes lately have been really on point. I'm really excited about the Wild Fable brand shoes they got going on. I'm like all for it.
You know, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel because they put in a Target like right down the street.
Oh, so like, that's dangerous for you.
This might be good. This might be bad. I think it's going to be a good thing. Because even though sometimes like Walmart can be cheaper, like the quality of Target, like
no, I'm with you there. I really like some
top notch.
Yeah, I have some of my favorite flannels and cute little. I've been getting all my summer shoes at Target because there's a Target close to me, so I'm just always there.
They didn't get out Halloween yet, though. Like a lot of the places are putting out Halloween, and I've been like, I went there like anticipating seeing some Halloween decor because they really usually, honestly, I mean, they're no spirit of Halloween, but Target usually has like legit.
I have beef with the Halloween question. They look like too baby showery. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It like I can't tell. It looks like a Halloween baby shower. It's not black and orange. It's pink and pastel and purple. There's not even black in some of it.
This year, I noticed at Michael's, like all of theirs are pastels.
None of it's black. So it's not giving Halloween. When I look at it, it looks like a bridal baby shower or a bridal shower.
I kind of feel you. Like, I think it would be cute to do a couple things with the pink because, you know, us sweet girls, we do like our
obviously
pink.
Obviously. But I'm just a little confused.
But yeah, they're like mixing summer with Halloween. Like I saw one, it was a pumpkin and it had a flamingo.
And I don't like it.
I'm like, no. We're not mixing holidays.
Doing yoga, and I was like, no, I want the skeleton to be spooky. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they wanted to try something new.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. There's an audience for everything, and just because I'm not the audience doesn't mean that it's not good. Because you know,
for me, it wasn't a total
win
loss, but it wasn't a total win.
I get it.
I definitely would like to see what Target comes out with, and definitely, I mean, I always get excited for Spirit of Halloween.
I know. I love their socks, not gonna lie. Like, just like there's like I get some random good stuff at the Spirit of Halloween every year.
I've been getting a lot. I don't know how you say it. Everybody corrects me or like just goes with the flow. So I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. But Temu, like
yeah, Temu, yeah.
Temu, I've been getting some like really awesome things off of there lately. Like you always take kind of like a gamble when you order off of any of those sites.
Yeah.
Especially Wish.
I've never ordered off of any of them. Not for moral superiority, but I'm skeptical of putting my card information on the internet entirely. So I do a lot of in-person shopping. Not that it can't get stolen like that too. But
I know my aunt like is always in my ear. She's like, Tino, you shouldn't use that. Blah 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 blah. Like
I'm more so like I'm like I have little money already, and I don't want anyone to take the little money I have.
I guess my problem is I'm kind of like a fashion snob. So like I'll wanna do like either Killstar or Blackcraft Colt or like, and those outfits are expensive. So I mean like you get one, like I have enough to get the outfit, and I feel like I'm like kind of being like a smart shopper when I get all the accessories and everything.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Now, here's my other thing. I used to love Killstar. Love them. I have a ton of Killstar stuff. A lot of Killstar bags. Their bags have held up on me. Some of their clothes, I got in the mail. I was like, it's like
the sweaters.
The sweaters are good. Some of them. But, like, it's weird because I will get Killstar stuff in the mail. The quality was amazing. And then every other item, I'll be like, the quality bad, the quality is amazing, the quality is bad, the quality is amazing. And to the point where now I am in Killstar groups.
It's so much.
How is
so funny? I did the same thing. I did that same thing.
I'm not gonna fumble. I'm not gonna spend the money on buying it full price when they almost got me. They had
that's so funny. And those groups are legit.
Yeah. No, they will be like, I do not buy this one. The fabric bad, like, and then they'll have like a whole, and I won't buy them because I know.
You know what? I wanted to get this dress off of Killstar, and like I debated back and forth because it could have been like really fancy or it could have been really cheap. Like I couldn't tell. The model was like super hot, so it really wouldn't matter what she was wearing. So it was kind of like an optical illusion. Like I wasn't sure how the dress would be. I went on that site that I went on that group that like talks about the quality, and they're like, no, like this is so bad, blah blah blah. And this one girl like posted a picture of her in the dress. Like,
I love when they do like they show how bad it is.
Yeah, and she's making a face like.
Yeah, I like when like I like seeing like an actual person wearing it, like, you know, and then I'm like, I can see what that actually looks like. Now, my like how they almost got me is that ever since I was a child, I was like convinced that one day I would have like a rockabilly outfit. I've never worn a rockabilly outfit in my entire life. And then they put out that like gothabilly collection, and I was like, it's my time to shine. It's
you know what? I always pick up pieces of the rockabilly like kind of look, but I very rarely wear it. Like it comes out when I'm doing like kind of like cosplay looks. I'll use pieces with it, but yeah, I like that look too. I used to be like so into doing the big pin curls.
I want to do like victory rolls. just one rockabilly outfit. I always say I'm gonna age. Like there's the aging punk meme.
Can that be the cover of your first single? You just standing there like
no,
rockabillyed out like.
Our first single is going to be. I think it's gonna be like a toilet, like an actual toilet. like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a toilet. So
You are one of a kind.
yeah.
So how's everything going with the band?
It's going good. You know, I need to be louder because I'm doing with my gutturals, but besides that, I can't fucking hear myself because everybody is turned up to 11, but they play loud. So yeah, but we're gonna have something recorded. So I'm gonna be working on that a lot this week. And another big thing going on this week, and I feel like it's important to talk about because it's music related, is Gojira played the opening song for the Olympics and they killed it. I've been a Gojira fan for a very long time. We love whale music here.
A lot of people have been giving them raves, like on the internet.
Yeah, Gojira's a great. People are like surprised by it. I'm not surprised. They're one of the biggest bands to come out of France. If you Google like bands,
I believe, aren't they playing with Korn?
I don't know.
I could have sworn that they were playing with Korn coming up.
That would be such a weird like combo.
I just could have sworn it was them and Spirit Box.
It could be because it could definitely be. Yeah, Korn with Gojira. Yep, September 20th. You are correct, but yeah,
I wasn't sure how to say their name. That's why, like, I kind of like when I was telling my friend, I was like kind of scared. I was like, it's something like Gloria.
Oh yeah. There's
a bunch pronunciations.
I love Gojira. You know, we love whale music here, and their opening ceremony was super cool. And I love that France did that, and super sick.
So, what's a song that you would suggest someone listen to if they if they've only heard what was played at the Olympics?
I would honestly say anything off. Listen to this entire album is the From Mars to Cyrus, and then I would say I would listen to either Flying Whales or The Heaviest Matter, because like this is the album that everybody cares about the most, in my personal opinion, and that's the 2005 album. But their whole discography is good. I like their new album. I thought it was good. And if you like I don't know if you like proggy like metal, like a lot of elements of you know, like mathy, I guess, like mathy proggy shit. I'd also recommend, if you like Gojira and you're looking for other stuff and it's not aside from like, you know, Meshuggah and like other stuff like that, or Animals and Leaders. I'm trying to think. Maybe if you're trying to go more
like new metal, new metal is definitely like making its way back. Like even going around
they're not new metal band.
What?
They're not new metal. They're
but they're like playing with new metal bands.
They're playing with new metal bands,
and everything. Like I was even really surprised at the Limp Bizkit concert how many
young people. Yeah.
Not even that. It was actually like a whole different blend. I mean, there were fathers and sons, and like it was so fun to hear that every person almost gave a different song and a different phase of Limp Bizkit that they fell in love with and that they wanted to hear. and a lot of first timers at the concert.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Super exciting.
And the last time I saw Fred Durst like up on stage, he had the long hair, like it was at one of those recent concerts. Like he was real clean cut.
Yeah.
He was real clean cut, looking good.
We did a DJ night like last year on the Mushaloo.
He's just trending everywhere.
He DJ'd on the Mushaloo for Halloween last year. Like
really?
In Philly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Somebody asked me if I wanted to go. I've never been on the Mushaloo either. So I was like, oh, maybe that would be a good reason to get on it. I was like, but the tickets were a little expensive. And
I feel like that needs to be in one of your songs.
Fred Durst DJing on the Mushaloo. It was yeah, man. It was like
the way you say it's cool.
Yeah. It was like I saw the sign, I was like, it looked like something like I was like, somebody made like this can't be real. This is like because it used to I always had the idea of it being like the boat restaurant because the way my parents' generation talks about it, they're like, oh, he took me on a date to the Mushaloo and I knew he was the one because it was so expensive. And so like that's what I hear, like what I think, because I've never been there like my parents have. But so when I saw like the flyer that was like Fred Durst DJing on the Mushaloo, I was like, this isn't real life. Like this is like
I've never heard it called the Mushaloo. Like I've never heard it called that.
What do you hear called?
I believe most people reference that as the Spirit.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like I've always heard it referred to as the Spirit of Philadelphia. But Mushaloo is a very cool term for it. It's fancy.
Huh. I've always heard like we're talking about the yeah, we're probably talking about the same thing. The old ass boat. Yeah, the old one, the old boat.
I'm not sure. I just know like I used to always be down on Delaware Avenue and like,
oh yeah.
I just remember like half the people would leave and go to have dinner.
That really old boat.
Yeah, I believe they call it the Spirit, but I could be wrong.
I don't know what I'm talking about either, but like, look at that for Durst DJing on there. I was like, hell yeah.
It's pretty. Hey, I've had a ton of friends that have gone on there, and they all rave about it. I mean, like it is.
I might have to take myself a trip.
I'm so excited because I'm finally going to be getting up to the Ritz in November, and I can't even wait to try. First I'm going to say Noir because that's what I call it.
Yeah.
Noir. Yeah, I got it that time.
Yeah.
So proud of myself. But they keep like showing all these fun things that they've got going on up there.
It's like a weird venue because it's like more than just a venue. It's like a little like city within the venue because I've never been to a venue where there's so much outside of it. Like it's not just the shows. There's like a hair salon, there's a restaurant, there's a late night, like now there's like late night eats, there's like so there's so much going on in it that it's like different. I've never been to a place quite like it there is.
Well, I'm excited because I want to try something weird.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about possibly a spider or something like that.
Oh, the tarantula?
Maybe. But that black cow, it's that ice cream place they just put in there.
Yeah.
Oh my, I said to Josh, like, I don't even care what flavor it is. Like, I really want that.
Yeah.
And the cereal bar, because you've gone on about that.
Yeah, super cool.
But I'm exhausted. I was on all weekend, and
Oh yeah.
I
Well, we'll
was
see you
like
guys next week.
literally so excited about having Platinum Moon on. I like barely even got any sleep. And like I had Jackson like breathing down my neck, like, Mom, they have a play button. They have a play button. You've got to bring up the play button.
I love that.
So I'm gonna call it a night. But thank you everyone for tuning in. It was so good to be back, and we have such a crazy lineup coming up. Make sure you tune in, and we will see you next week.